Hello, everyone. My name is Alexandra Hagmeyer, and for my author study, I chose to focus on the author Malinda Lo, a brilliant award winning writer in the young adult literature space. Malinda Lo was born in 1974 in China and immigrated to the United States with her family when she was just 3 years old. They decided to begin their journey in Boulder, Colorado. After high school, she went on to earn her undergraduate degree at Wellesley College in Massachusetts. This is where she majored in both economics and Chinese studies. When she began her journey to getting a doctorate in cultural and social anthropology at Stanford University, she figured out along the way that she was more passionate about storytelling. She switched over to completing her second master's degree in cultural anthropology instead. Currently, Malinda Lo lives in Massachusetts with her wife and their dog, where she continues to write inspiring and impactful fiction that reflects the complexities of identity and adolescence. She is the New York Times bestselling author of 7 novels and is widely respected for her ability to write stories that center queer characters, particularly queer girls, in nuanced and powerful ways. Her collection of work encompasses multiple genres, including historical fiction, fantasy, science fiction, romance, and psychological thrillers. Across these genres, common themes can be drawn, such as queer identity, feminism, intersectionality, autonomy, and the personal cost of living outside societal norms. As Lowe shared in a 2013 interview, she enjoys writing about the complexities of girls exploring their identities, and that mission is clear across every one of her books. Now let's look at 4 of her most honored works. Her debut novel, Ash, written in 2009, is a dark lesbian retelling of Cinderella. At the time of its publication, it was revolutionary, one of the first mainstream young adult fantasy novels to center a queer protagonist. With the fact that 20% of all teenagers have some degree of same sex orientation, this makes this story all the more impactful as there are not enough representation present for LGBTQIA teens. In A Line in the Dark, written in 2009, it's a psychological thriller that explores obsession, friendship, and queer identity. It's suspenseful and shows how even stories of identity can be told through unexpected perspectives. These novels integrate social issues and matter to teens, controversial topics, and previous taboos into well written, well developed stories. Melinda writes about topics that are too often not represented and helps teens grapple with different realities through her stories. Her most notable novel, Last Night at the Telegraph Club, written in 2021, is historical fiction set in 1950s San Francisco Chinatown. The story centers around Lily Hugh, a young Chinese American girl who discovers her queer identity amid the backdrop of McCarthyism and immigration fear. The book is awarded the National Book Award and is a powerful look into love and belonging in the face of political and cultural suppression. Finally, A Scatter of Light, written in 2022, serves as a companion book to Last Night at the Telegraph Club. The setting is based in a more contemporary time period. It explores queer coming of age in the wake of the Dobbs decision, exploring personal freedom with political context. Through all of her bodies of work, I chose to take a closer look at Last Night at the Telegraph Club because it offers so many opportunities for library programming and engagement of teens. It's set in 1954 to 1955 and brilliantly explores the complexities of being both Chinese American and a lesbian during this time. It's the type of book that can start intergenerational conversations about identity, cultural expectation, and freedom. One idea I had for using this in a library program would be to host a teen book club that focuses on family and cultural heritage, encouraging teens to reflect on how societal pressures have changed or remained the same across generations. I chose Melinda Lowe for this project because of her commitment and devotion to telling stories that are too often left out of young adult literature. As an Own Voices author, she writes about the realities of LGBT LGBTQIA+ teens, particularly those with diverse backgrounds, with care and authenticity. With there being so few authors sharing authentic cultural experiences, it is our goal as young librarians who serve young adult patrons to make our collections as inclusive as possible. Her work spans genres and timelines, always centering the voices of those navigating complex and often erased identities. For all audiences, her books are not only beautifully written, they're necessary. Thank you for listening to my presentation on Malinda Lo, and I hope it encourages you to read her work or share it with the teens you serve. These are the references for the slides. Thank you for listening.